Well, I have pushed myself out of my normal makeup routine to create this like summer night, date night makeup look. I was just like imagining it to be 90 degrees, humid, like a true North Carolina heat, like August. But it's date night, so you're excited, and just a totally different makeup look from what you would wear in the day, at least for me. So I had a lot of fun with it. I was really excited about this lip color. This is new by Bite. Oh, it is good. I got 2 shades the day it was released. I was very excited about it. All of the makeup I use for this look is from Sephora, and I have to tell you, they're doing their spring bonus event right now. This is a great time to get tried and true favorites that you love, and then also to experiment with new products as well. So if you are signed up to be a Sephora Beauty Insider member, which you should be, there's no obligation, doesn't cost you anything, it's not a credit card, nothing like that. It is just joining the club. If you're signed up, you'll get access to the event. The Rouge tier goes first. I'm a Rouge member, have been for many years. I'm proud. That means you spend a lot of money at Sephora, and I do. And then it opens up to VIB, and then finally Beauty Insiders. So if you're interested in any of the promo codes, the specific dates, all of that to find out when you can shop the event, find all that info below this video on YouTube or in the blog post where this video will live as well. But really, it's such a good time to shop. You get amazing discounts. Beyond just getting access to these bonus events that they do throughout the year, the Beauty Insider membership includes a lot of other great perks. So definitely sign up. You can find links to all this stuff right below this video as well. But I want to talk about this makeup look. Like I said, I was picturing just like a hot summer night, and I wanted something a little bit out of my normal routine. The lipstick does it, and then I kind of did a cat eye with eyeshadow. I don't really like a strong like black liquid eyeliner cat eye on me. It might just be my eye shape. But I found that the eyeshadow created that shape without being like too harsh or severe. So I'll walk you through the steps of how to create that and how to get the rest of this makeup look now. Before makeup, make sure you always hydrate your skin. I wanted my face cream to really soak in. I used a Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench moisturizer. And I'm gonna do my eyes first, which I usually do, although lately I've kind of switched to doing my foundation first. But because I'm gonna wing the eyes out a little bit, I wanna be able to clean up any fallout with concealer or foundation. So I'm gonna start with eyes, and the first step for eyes is doing eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This comes on a wand, so you can just put it on your eyelid and then use your finger to blend it in. This works really well. I'm using the Natural Eyes palette from Too Faced today. I'm gonna choose Strip Poker for all across the lid. This is just a great neutral taupe. It's very close to my skin color, just a little bit darker. I'm using this all over the lid as a base, and then I'll choose a darker shadow in the crease. With a crease brush, I'm picking up Cashmere Bunny, which is slightly darker, still matte as well, and I'm just adding it to the outer part of my eye and then pressing it into my non-existent crease that I try and create with darker shadow. Some people, you may notice, have a pretty pronounced crease, so it's easy to find. If your eyes are like mine and you don't have a very obvious one, if you press your brush into where you think the crease would be, you'll feel where your brow bone ends, and that's kind of how you know where your crease would be if it was more pronounced. Next, I'm grabbing a smaller pencil brush and choosing Chocolate Martini, which is a dark chocolate shade. It has a little bit of shimmer in it as well. And I'm going to run this along my upper lash line and then pull it out a little bit, sort of like a wing, but a very subtle wing. And I'm doing this in place of eyeliner. I kind of want the eyeshadow to do the talking for the eye makeup look, so I'm skipping a strong eyeliner and just using a deep chocolate brown eyeshadow instead. So you can see why I'm doing my foundation after doing eyes. That would be such a mess to clean up had I just done my foundation and concealer, so I can just wipe that away and kind of start from scratch there. So I'll repeat the same eyeshadow pattern on my right eye. From here, the last step for eyes is doing a little bit of chocolate brown liquid liner right at the base of my lashes and then doing mascara. So the point of this really is just to fill in my otherwise sparse lash line. I'm not trying to go for like a thick noticeable line, I'm just creating darkness right where my lashes grow out. So I'm gonna lay this liner right against the base of my lashes just to fill that in a little bit, so when I'm wearing mascara you can't kind of see through the lashes. You may not have to do this, but it is a great trick for adding thickness to your lash area if you don't otherwise have thick lashes. Moving on to foundation, I'm using the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I'm shade 5.5. I really like applying this with my fingers. You could certainly use a brush, a beauty blender, you name it. But I find that the fingers blend it in nicely. If I need more coverage, I can just apply a little bit more. But this usually does the trick for me. So the 5.5 is good for me when I have self-tanner on. If I don't, 5 or even 4.5 is a really good number for me in this foundation. For concealer under the eyes, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Retouch Concealer. This shade is 120. I got 120 and 140, and I like 120 for under my eye area to add a little bit of brightness. So I'll just use the wand, press in a few dots here, and then use my finger as well to blend it out. I try and stay consistent with whatever tools I'm using. So if I used a brush to put my foundation on, I would then use a brush to blend my concealer. And if I use my fingers, I want to continue to use my fingers just so everything is applied in a similar manner and you don't have like flawless, perfect foundation because you used a brush and then just concealer applied with a finger that may look a little bit more natural. Applying concealer with a brush will give you a more flawless finish. It may look a little heavier on the eye area, not in a bad way. It may conceal better for you, but I like using my fingertips to kind of warm the product up a little bit. There's not a right or wrong way. It's just sort of what the final look is that you're going for. For eyebrows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Pencil. I like this and the Brow Wiz. Both let you do really short, gentle strokes, which is what I want. And I'm just filling in what little brows I do have and trying to create the best, most natural shape. I'll do a little concealer there when I'm done, but I wanted to do the eyebrows before I got in with concealer right there. So I'll do this on both brows and then finish with the little brow gel. And then we'll move on to finish the eye area and complete the face. To finish the eye area, I'm picking up a pencil brush as well and choosing the crease shade, not the darker shade that I use to kind of pull it into a cat eye, but that second eyeshadow color, and I'm just going to run this right along my lower lash line very lightly. Same here, I'm not using eyeliner, I'm just using the eyeshadow to kind of round out the eye a little bit. Then I'll finish with a bit of mascara there as well. To finish the face, I'm adding just a little bit of bronzer. This is the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. It is a much loved product. I'm not going to do really any contour today. I'm just putting some bronzer around the outside of my face and down my jawline to add warmth, make sure it matches the rest of my body. And then I'm using a really bright lipstick, so I didn't want to do too many things to the rest of my face. I feel like the eyes already kind of speak for themselves, and I'm using a bright pink blush and a very bright pink lipstick. So this blush is by NARS. The shade is Orgasm. It is a liquid blush, so I put it on the back of my hand and then use a flat brush. I'm brushing it on my hand, and then I'll apply it to my face here. This is one of those blushes that when you first put it on, you can't really see it, so you keep building it up. Then it shows itself, and then you may think like, oh no, I overdid it. But if you let it sit for a little bit, it kind of settles into the skin and blends in really nicely. See, I didn't add a ton more product. I just picked up more that was on my hand, but already I have like a nice pink flush. And it has a little shimmer in it too, so I think it looks nice for summer. For highlight, I'm using a highlighter that came in this little NARS travel pack I got. This is the Blush Duo. It is the Hot Sand highlighter and then the Orgasm blush in the powder. But I'm just using a little brush, and I'm just going to put a little highlight right here on the top of my cheekbone, center of my forehead, down my nose. And that's pretty much it. Maybe the top of my lip too. Finally, I'm going to use this lipstick by Bite. This is a new one by them. It is a lip stain as well, so I have to be very precise with where I put it. I did try it on the back of my hand 24 hours ago, and it's still on the back of my hand. So this stuff lasts a long time. This is very bright hot pink. So I'm going to put it on and see how it is. If it's too bright, I'll go ahead and blot it right away just to take away the impact. But I know the stain is going to last for a really long time, and that's kind of what I'm going for. My last tip to tell you for this makeup look is if you want even more impact with the eye, you can certainly line your waterline with a really rich chocolate brown eyeliner. I think that would look beautiful. That tends to irritate my eyes, so I don't like to do a lot of waterline lining with eyeliner, but I know a lot of people do that, and I think it would look fantastic with this eyeshadow look. So I just wanted to share that tip if you want to go that route. I wasn't joking about the lipstick color, was I? It is so fun and bright. I usually go for like soft nude pinks or like an occasional like coral red, but I saw this and was like, you know what? I don't have anything that color. And I love that it turns into a stain, so it'll just kind of wear off throughout the day and soften in color. So anyway, this is the makeup look. I thought it was fun to kind of branch out from my usual easy, natural looking makeup and create something that would be perfect for like a summer date night. So if you're curious about any of these products, I will have them linked in the blog post that is affiliated with this video. You can find a link to that at the end of the video and below the video. And really, if you're not a Beauty Insider member at Sephora, like I said at the beginning, it doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you anything, there's no obligations, you just sign up and you get access to these awesome events that they have. You get promotions and discounts and all sorts of things. So sign up to be a Beauty Insider member. I've been one for many years. Actually, I'm curious when I started. It's been a long, long time that I've been a Beauty Insider member of Sephora. So I hope you enjoyed watching this makeup look and maybe got a little inspiration to get out of your typical makeup routine to change it up for date night or a special event you may have.